welcome.
We're burning the midnight oil, but there is no flame.
Yeah, tuko live.
Tuko live.
Like a hot wire. Pow!
Na mmekaribishwa, meaning you're welcome.
You're welcome to the live wire.
So what do you mean you need many women?
Oh, you'll get to know why I need many women as we go on. But as a man, I definitely need more women. You know, I was just telling Aaniqa, Aaniqa needs to allow me to have multiple women. You know?
Yeah, I'm telling you to explain to all of us why, not just me. All of us want to know.
But first of all, Aaniqa will have to tell us if she'll allow me to have multiple women. We'll get to that point. You let us know.
Yeah, let us get there.
Yeah, but definitely, man. I want to have a lot of women from everywhere in the world, from everywhere in each country. I want to have multiple women.
You let us know what you think about that family.
Yeah, while you go on. But anyway, in the Islam religion, it's allowed. It's allowed, so I might have a chance there as we go on. We'll see. Sindio?
It's allowed to what context? People say that, but it's allowed in what sense?
Only us men know why we need more. Why we need more.
Maybe you can explain to me. I try to understand because I don't understand
only us
why.
men understand why we need a lot of women. There's no way a woman can understand that. Unless you're a man, you know why you need a lot of women.
So does it mean a woman also needs many men, multiple men?
No.
Are you sure?
No. No.
Yeah.
I'm not sure. Maybe.
I would see if as a man you need many women, then as a woman you need many men. That's what it would mean.
Yeah. Yeah, maybe.
You share with us your views as well, family, yeah?
But it's that's a very tricky conversation. We'll be tackling before we end this live.
Yeah, we'll go back to that, yeah?
Yeah.
So we were talking about something today.
Yeah.
You were telling me that actually among men, I wanted to ask you actually, among men, is there competition of any kind?
Oh yeah. Yeah, men, you guys know, man, there's a lot of competition. There's a lot of competition. Even competition that most women don't know. I don't know if I reveal some secrets here. But there are big competitions. There are things like we compete over cars. Greetings, Brother Bethwell.
Yeah, welcome, Brother Bethwell.
Yeah. You're welcome, Bethwell, to the live stream.
Yeah. Ian is telling me he needs many women. What do you think of that, Brother Bethwell?
I do, Bethwell. I'm on Bethwell. I do need a lot of women as a man. What do you think, Bethwell, about that? I'm trying to convince Aaniqa here for me to get one.
I'm telling Ian to tell me, like, what would be the reason? What is it that he would seek from many women?
That's what I'm telling you. Bethwell would understand. Bethwell would definitely understand.
Maybe you explain to me, Bethwell, why would a man need many women? And if so, does a woman also need many men?
No, a woman doesn't need a lot of men.
So, how do you know so?
No.
Why?
It's just nature, guys. Come on.
So a man is natural.
It's science. Science.
Okay, and what of in a bee? It's one queen bee with the rest of the worker bees.
No, but that's they don't. Nature. No, that's a bee. Those are bees.
Those are nature.
Those are bees. No. That's we're human beings. As a man, as a lion, I need more.
So tell me why. You're saying you need more, but why?
If I tell you, I might be breaking secrets here.
So right now, as we sit, you mean to tell me that you're planning to have more women, more wives apart from me?
Well, I'll tell you in the live stream.
Okay.
I'll tell you as we go on. Okay.
Okay.
You understand?
Yeah, about competition. Like, do men tend to compete about things?
Yeah. I think that is.
Here, where's the elewa? No.
Yeah, where's the elewa?
No,
you can't understand. I told you can't understand these things.
No, you guys have to explain.
This is only for men. Men don't elewa why. Now, you see, the men will accept me to have another woman, so you can see. Anyway, we've talked about this, so it's something that we're discussing. It's a 50-50.
There's nothing like we've talked about anything like that. Those are your nonsense with Bethwell. You too.
No, but still.
Those are your nonsense with Bethwell.
Yeah, but anyway, when it comes to competition, yes, there's competition.
As what kind?
There is a lot of competition. There's competition for. There's a competition for who has the biggest cucumber. That one is straight up, that one is always there. You always want to feel mightier. There's competition for height. You want to see who's the tallest, who's the shortest. There's competition for, as men, these are things that are always there in our mind. There's competition for the best car, the most beautiful woman. You know, yeah, I think men are more materialistic, and the more beautiful materials or the best of materials you have, the better for you.
The more valuable men tend to take themselves. Say if a man has more possessions, he tends to feel like he's more valued in the society.
He is,
and not what he tends to provide as a service, what he tends to give really to the society, but what he possesses as materials.
Exactly. So in this point of my life, right now, I am valueless, and that's what I'm trying to build as a man. And that's where the competition comes in. Who's going to have the best values at the end of it all?
Exactly, but aren't values what you're going to leave behind as your mark, not the materials you'll possess?
But you know, the values, like these values, when I'm talking about values, I mean like the possessions. Like the more possessions I'm trying to acquire, the more valuable I'll become. That's why the old people used to take land. You know, land was the most valuable. Yes, competition is there. Competition is always there. Is there competition between women?
Yeah, definitely. Even physical appearance is as equally a factor to women. There's this saying that women tend to look at women more when they're outside and not men. Men might assume that women are busy looking at men, but women are busy looking at their fellow gender, their fellow women.
So if the first thing that you see is a woman and a man, you'll see the woman first before you see the man.
Yeah, you'll definitely tend to attach more to the woman. Then now it tends to go to now how are you going to, then now there's where the respect plays out. Are you going to give her respect? That's why so many times when women see their fellow gender, they, especially as a couple, you see your fellow sister with their partner. If you're going to go the wrong side of it, you're going to try to cause a bad energy there. If you're going to go the right side of it, you're going to provide respect.
And you always say that, and you always say that a lot.
Yeah.
So like the other day we were seeing a friend of ours was taking pictures when they are there with the girl, and most of these girls were coming in between.
Yeah.
That actually shows you where these girls fall in our relationship. If I'm taking a picture and a girl comes to stand in between Aaniqa and I, definitely she's in between us.
Yeah, she's trying to
fight. And what is that one thing for girls that they compete for? Like that's that secret thing that we compete for, and they say it doesn't matter. Like us men would say things like, "Oh, ABC doesn't matter."
You see, as men, it comes to everything. It's not one thing. You said cucumber, you said materials. But even as women, like the other day we were hearing our fellow sisters outside here talking about their backside, about their their backside, their behind. They were talking about who's behind is the biggest. That's the conversation that was happening. And we were hearing it from a third person. Or you know, it was a conversation about my behind is bigger than yours.
I think over call or something.
No, it was some they were just outside in the compound. It was like 2-3 girls having that conversation among each other.
I remember that,
So those sort of things tend to, it's a lot of things. Women compete about a lot of things. Sometimes it's even unnecessary. You understand? Sometimes you're not even competing.
It's not healthy. You know, for us men, I think this sort of competition is healthy for us. If these competitions were not there, then we'd not be building ourselves as
competition as an external is always healthy because you tend to want to be a better person for yourself. And it's also healthy as yourself individually, that with that competition, you tend to not go down the spiral of you start bringing a negative energy because of the competition. Yeah?
And but you're not given that one. So like the women, like, is it a factor when you're walking outside, like when you see big and small people? Is that a factor?
Within women, yes, you would obviously not want to be the biggest size. Truly, it's like you would. And then there's also you don't want to be the smallest, like you want to have
that's
a heavy, like
perfection.
That's it. That's where the competition comes from, looking for perfection. Even with men, when you tend to compete for this, you want the perfect sort of lifestyle to be better off. So even with women, that's why I was asking you as a man, aren't you like out of that for you now? You understand what materialistic things are, that those just come to you, but you're not the one who goes out looking to acquire them.
Yeah, that's our brother Bethwell there doing a great job. Thank you so much,
Thank you, brother Bethwell.
And by the way, while we are at it, guys, remember to Bethwell, sijui kama unajua ingoma usaidie kuimba.
Oh yeah, let's do it.
Sindio?
Yeah. Toa ndugu, toa dada,
toa ndugu, toa dada, ulicho nacho toa
ndugu, toa dada, utabarikiwa.
Yeah, so that's Anika, tell us what is that we
That means welcome DJ Elmo.
Peace.
Yeah, he's telling me a very tricky thing, DJ Elmo, that I'm still holding on to it. He's still supposed to give me some explanation.
Yeah, why?
Betuel has added himself to the boat, so let them both give us some explanation.
We'll give the explanation as we go on.
Yeah, so toa ndugu, toa dada is
it's
give brother, give sister.
Yeah, like
it's a church song.
Yeah, it's a church song. Whenever we used to go to church, that's a Swahili actually. When they say toa ndugu, toa dada, ulicho nacho,
yeah.
It's like just when you go to church and they're passing that what is it called?
It's called donation or charity. It's called
that thing that they pass around
tithe.
the church.
No,
tithe. Yeah, tithe and offering. Yeah,
tithe and offering.
Yeah, where you put your money there.
Yeah.
So whenever in churches in Kenya it goes around, that's the song they sing.
Toa ndugu, toa dada,
ulicho nacho, something Mungu will bless you, God will bless you.
God will bless
you. So it's like just like give your offering, brother and sister.
Yeah, give your offering.
Yeah, give your offering.
Way.
Yeah, give your offering, brothers and sisters. You'll be supporting the cause.
You will be supporting a family.
And sometimes just a like. That's the donation that you can put in our live stream today.
Or a comment to help my mind be able to understand what's going on today, yeah?
To understand why I need a lot of women in my life.
So it does matter. Oh yeah, wife, husband. I believe even for women that is a factor.
It matters.
Yeah, your husband is always, you want him to be the best. That is why I'm the one who says I got the last one, because you always want your husband to be the best.
Yeah, but I guess it's like that. I wouldn't know how it is for women, but for men, I'm telling you, it's there, the competition. I wouldn't lie to you that it's not there. It's there.
Competition is there.
It's there. Yeah, it's there. It's a healthy competition. I'm proud to be part of the competition. Yeah.
It helps you grow. If it wasn't there, then you wouldn't see how far up the ladder you are. Yeah. So what do you think of a man who's looking for many women? We'll come back to that.
That one.
Okay, you say that about yourself. Now, what if you hear someone else say that they are going around the world just looking for women, and not only looking for, say, having relations with multiple women all around the world?
Okay, now on a serious note, when it comes to a man having a lot of women, this is my view. How I view it. How I always ask myself, so what reason would I want to have a lot of women? Or what reason would I have to be with another woman apart from you? You get, I always ask myself that question, and the answer that comes to it is to prove something to myself. That is the only reason. So if you're a man and me, if I'm the man who's going around sleeping with every single woman that I meet, there's something that I'm looking for inside me. I'm trying to
validation.
To validate, exactly.
And you're looking for it through the women.
And most of the time is I'm trying to validate most my bed game, cucumber size, things like that. I'm trying to validate those small things. Like if I sleep with this girl, then I sleep with the next girl, and the next girl tells me, oh, it was better than this one. And
you're always just looking for that.
I'm trying to look for validation. Yeah. So the only reason I would want to be with other women is to look for validation. It's straight up like that. The only reason I'd want to sleep with other women, I'll need validation. I just need to be told by that other woman, oh, that's a big one.
So would you say that in a man is weakness of mind, or is it just male ego, or is it the macho man? What is it that causes that? Is it a weak mind?
It's stupidity, bro. You're stupid. You're stupid. Straight up, you're stupid.
Yeah,
it's stupidity.
Your mind is literally being eaten.
One thing, Anika, if I was that man who's sleeping with every other man, with every other woman, I'd see myself from another perspective. As if I was the one seeing myself now as a third view, I'd think, man, this guy is so small that
he's very low in some way.
You are very small, and that's all we're seeing, man.
And definitely what you are is what you attract. That's why that attracts flies.
And that's why those flies are always
the flies are always there revolving, and they're flies. You can see from them they're flies. So they naturally just tend to tell the character of the man. And same for a woman. If a woman is with multiple women, men, just like how DJ said, that she's obviously giving her soul and taking something out of that man, out of every man. So you can imagine the sort she has all those men inside her. You can't remove them and extract anyhow. Yeah.
And it's a soul that is will always be inside her.
Yeah, a soul, and it will keep increasing. So those are those memories, like how we say about Mwalimu. He can never forget certain things he has done. The same thing for this woman. She'll never forget that I've been with ABC man. As much as you want to cancel it out, you can never forget the actions you have done.
Yeah, and this validation that us men get is what leads us, is what will lead me to be an old 40-year-old man looking for smaller women.
Yeah, that's what I was going to ask
you get now that small validation that I just want to feel mighty over a small woman. That's the validation where it comes from. It's men have that thing. I as a man have that thing that I want to be validated. I want to feel I have that.
You have authority.
I want to be the one who's the macho. I want to be the one. That small validation is what. And when it comes down to the sexual part of validation of a man, is where now you'll see a man even paying for everything, and you'll see
literally his mind shut off in front of a woman that is literally playing with his mind.
I wouldn't even understand what is happening, especially women are quite smart. So a man who is into that, you'll find that most women understand even what you'd go to a woman, and the woman has been with multiple men, or even use the craziest of equipment outside here. But then when you're sleeping with her, she's making the most noises and telling you, my God, you are the best.
Now that's one thing now with my dear sisters as well. You see, as much as a man might think that this woman is sharp because she knows the game she's playing, this woman has done all that bullshit. So she's down the same spiral. You see, our dear sisters, maybe because of being told that, they confuse that this thing they're doing is right. But you can just imagine a woman who has done all those things, where her mindset is at. She has completely said, me, I'm going to hell. Like, go to hell. Literally, to the literal sense, I'm going to hell. That is what she has said.
And do you think that these kind of things are preventable? I personally, I understand. I've come to understand, and now I love that I've understood.
Yeah.
As I grow up, I don't need to get validated by anyone.
Yeah, that's it.
Because I know myself,
Sacrical.
Oh,
that Bernard. One is for sings, Bernard.
Welcome. What does that mean?
Sacrical is, I think, Simoga is blessing. Sings greetings. Welcome. Assalamu alaikum. Kiale Bernard.
Kiale Bernard.
Tusitikwa. Asitikwa.
Asitikwa. Both tikwa.
Both the tikwa.
You're quite good.
Yes. Yeah. Kongoi for blessing us with your presence again today.
Yeah, Bernard, I'm explaining to Aaniqa why, like, the reason why us men want a lot of women, and this is the actual truth. It's the validation. There is no man who tell you, I want to have multiple women, because no, I just want to feel validated. If I have more women, it's like having more cars. It'll mean I'm good at a game. That's why I have 2 women.
Yeah.
You get what I mean? Just simple validation.
That is why you can come to a stage that you realize materialistic things are. You realize the value of materialistic things in life. Such that those bring themselves to you, but you are never the one who goes running after them.
But that's sad, man. For you, bro, you're busy running here and there. All you're showing the society is, man, you're uko chini ka pipes. You're so low than the pipes that take our waste.
You're lower than that.
You are lower than sewer pipe. If you're the man who's, because all you're showing the world is your small mentality.
And same to our dear sisters. Let us not be lied to when we are told that you are sharp for knowing how to sleep around with multiple men, or knowing how to trick multiple men, and you think that is now you are mighty. You're actually destroying yourself. No one else. The rest of the world will move on, even if it gets destroyed. But you personally, it's your life that is leading to destruction.
Yeah, one thing that us men don't understand is that when we're coming to participate in sex, I'm coming with the mentality that me don't najua. Like, I'm the one who knows what I'm coming, and we forget that these women also know what they're doing, man. Like, you find a woman who will be making the biggest noises. I'm not lying to you as a man.
It's true.
And now you'll come out of there and you'll be like, I'm the gangster.
You get fooled.
But that woman got into your mind.
Yeah.
She knew, this is what you want. and I'm going to do this.
She knew you want that validation. You don't have it for yourself. You've not validated yourself for yourself.
It's sad, bro. You get out of that mindset. Grow up. Yeah, stop needing validation from small. Man, you're a man. Grow up, man.
Yeah. Validation is within yourself. And truly, what one truth is that Saja, God has not created us imperfect. Truly, He has created us really. There's this time you asked me about women, like how would I tell women about who care about their beauty. Actually, we are all beautiful in our way, but we need to really focus on what is the bigger us, to do something bigger than us when we're here in the world, to really do something that we feel like this is bigger than just me just being alive. This is big.
And don't you think now with our generation, most women they're taking over? Yeah, like when you see them, most women are the ones who are taking over the industry, because most of our men have lost it, and that's where I'm coming to say, like, the way this mentality of sex, when men come with it to sex, that we know, actually thinking that the women don't know, but they actually know. They know what they're doing, and it has come to overtake us so much that now women are they know way more than even what we think we know.
I'm not so sure if this could be sense in any way, but I just feel like the way there's always been revolutions, there's been a time when probably Africa has been in leadership of the world already. There was an era. So probably we've come back, like we've revolved from the man being up, now we've revolved to the woman being up. So we just have to see these things.
Yeah, to all the men outside there, you hear, they're taking over. And they're taking over because you and I are weak.
That's it.
Are weak because we are chasing them, and them they're chasing life. You get, like,
and we are not created to be, this one leads or this one leads. Just how you figured out that day, we found a solution together.
There's an incident that happened. It happened actually on a video.
Yeah, it was on a video.
Yeah, it happened on a video. I don't know if you guys had noticed, but we were walking someplace, and when we passed going, that place was muddy, and I was the one who was leading. I stepped on the mud the first time, and Aaniqa stepped on the mud when she was following me. So when we were coming back again on that same mud, Aaniqa saw something that I had not seen all this time. And she stepped on it. It was like a bridge that was there on that mud. So we walked on it, and our feet wouldn't get muddy.
Yeah, we walked on it clean.
Yeah, so when we came back home, I told Aaniqa, if it was on another world, asked if it was 10 men doing that thing, and the first time we walked, all of us would have walked on that path. Right. Coming back, and I was still the man leading.
Or
all of us all of us are men. Like a woman's eye. Yeah. All of us will have still walked on that path. You get, but since you were there, you gave a simplicity to it. Yeah. I always tell Aaniqa, as my wife, she makes, let's say if I have an idea, she'll simplify that idea for me.
Someone put it for us, our dear sister here in Kenya, Dr. Kigori. She said, the man is the wisdom, the woman is the translator.
Understanding.
She understands the wisdom.
And the wisdom, you're the understanding.
Yeah. So on that note, I was coming to saying something to us as women as well. That you see, when in this, we've come on this point so much of what you're saying, that we feel like now we are the ones who know, that we forget the balance that we're talking about. That we feel like now you don't need a man. Many of our dear sisters have come to a point that now they feel like we don't need a man. There's where it comes to using materials. There's where it comes to going so extreme in your life. And there's where the balance needs to come. We need to understand that there's certain things that we're meant to do, like this, we're meant to have both the male energy and the female energy, just as creating a life.
But and now on that topic, I'm thinking like some of these women, what is this thing called? Baby
girls.
Yeah, now baby girls. You remember? Yeah. Like someone like her, she's financially stable, and she thinks she doesn't need a man. Will that valid? Now, do you think that's where now the toys and everything come?
Yeah, that's what I'm telling you. We as women can get so carried away with that thing that we are independent without men. I started reaching a point that I felt like, I can earn my own. I can make my own decisions. But it's our home. You are our umbrella. I am the one who takes care of the home. You are our umbrella. So there's where the understanding comes. There's certain things that I do, there's certain things that you do, and that is what makes things work.
Okay, in another world, what would have made you go to that road? Yeah, baby girl. Like in your mind, what would have led you to that?
That concept.
That I don't need a man anymore. I just need my toys and I'm good in my house with my money and I'm good. Like in another, because in this our generation, straight up would say you don't need a man anymore, man.
Yeah, people
if,
say that.
If it's in a sexual context,
Yeah.
you don't need a man anymore. If it's pleasure, you'll find pleasure. It's there in all over the world. You get?
I would say number one reason, probably according to my experience, first of all, would be indulging so much in my self-pleasure of any kind, even if it's going out, even if it's beating the bean, even if it's going and hanging out with multiple men. I would involve so much, I would go so much down that road of indulgence, like how we say someone can indulge so much that they shut their mind off. There's a stage I had to come and realize, okay, I'm becoming disgusting in my own mind, that I need to start figuring my ways out. So that is one of the things. You get really lost in self-pleasure, that you tend to forget the stage that now you're supposed to tend to realize the things that need to happen in real life. And then another one is this thing that goes, you let people come to your mind and tell you that as a woman you can be independent, as a woman you can make your own decisions, as a woman you need to be able to handle your life as yourself. Yes, that strength, you must have it as a woman. You must make your own decisions. You must handle your life.
Yeah.
But no one says you should do it alone. That's not how we were created. But as women, I think many women would be ashamed to say their husband is their purpose in life, because
why?
People, I don't know. I feel like
okay,
someone.
We'll try and go to that understanding.
I feel like someone as simple as even my parents, if they were to see it in that context, they would tell me, how can you not want to be a doctor or a lawyer or a ABC and you want to be a housewife? You understand? You understand why people go with that concept of housewife. But someone wouldn't understand that there's a goal we build to our life, you and I. That when I say you are my purpose, that is, it's a goal that we're following. It's something that we want to achieve, something bigger. So sometimes many women, I believe, you get weekend. Everyone finds their someone, but you get weekend and you make that choice that I'm not going to choose my person and hold on and say they're my purpose. I'm going to go do, like, I'm going to go study. Studying is not bad, I don't say it's bad, but
you like yourself like that.
Yeah, you lie to yourself with such things. I'm going to go work. I'm going to go do this job first, then I'll get married. Then by that time you find out it's too late. There's no one there for you now.
And on beating the bean that story, let's attack you ladies who are watching. They're watching probably with your boyfriend there. What out of 10, like if you were to rate out of 10, what are the chances that the woman who's sitting beside me to call my wife that is beating the bean? Is beating the bean.
Is in the current moment or has through lifetime?
Probably has. Okay, probably has.
Like has experienced that.
No, she's done it in the relationship and the guy doesn't know.
I don't know how fair it would be to say 10.
10 out of 10.
I don't know.
No, this is out of
my self experience.
Okay, this is out of where we used to stay. We were 10. We were 5. Out of the 5.
Out of the 5, I would say 5.
So that means that most of us, even young boys, young men in relationships, if I am participating in masturbation, then it definitely means, and I'm hiding it so she doesn't know. I don't know if I'm hiding it from her. Chances are high that also she does it. 10 out of 10 actually.
Yeah, let me explain it like this. Just as a boy goes through puberty, so does a girl. Just as a boy goes through
one thing
reaching some feelings, so does a woman. You understand?
One thing that I got shocked completely is that women also masturbate.
Yeah.
That one completely blew my mind. I could never imagine that women masturbate.
Yeah.
Like a quarter, I thought, like that was never thought. So it blew my mind. And you find most men don't even know that. You're with your woman there, you're always with her, she's always laughing, but when that time comes, you don't know, bro.
And that is now where conversating comes from. I think Many of us are not comfortable talking about such things. That is why it never comes to a point that they can discuss about such matters. Yet, probably in some way, they want to set themselves free.
Yeah.
Because I have been in that point that, yeah, I just wanted to set myself free. I wanted to set myself free to an extent that we went on and told all our dear younger brothers and sisters.
And I think where we're setting ourselves free, that's the moment that I would have thought I need to set myself free from you and not the pornography. I mean the pornography and the masturbation.
Because
and
I
all
was
that.
the negative.
Yeah, I could have thought that.
Yeah.
Most probably in another lifetime.
Yeah.
That's what separated us. You get you got into your mind and you're like, man, it's you, Ian, and you get done with Ian.
I think even in this lifetime, we did reach the level that we began to think because of what it was doing. That is now where the choice came that this is what is destroying me. Just as we realized about alcohol, this is what is destroying me, and you purposefully choose to cut it out. And that is now where the choice that many of us spiral to that road that we remain like baby girls. We remain now using.
And would you say like beating the bin is way more addictive than a man's masturbation?
It's equal, I think.
It's equal?
Yeah, it's equal.
So chances are high if you're in a home and you've never talked about your sexual life, chances are high you are doing these things on your side.
Chances are high, we would say that from self-experience.
9 out of 10 or 10 out of 10. In fact, 10 out of 10.
Yeah, we would say that because it's a natural process, just not knowing that it's a natural process. If you haven't discussed it, the ones who have discussed it know. The ones who have not, then you count yourself as the.
And you'll find most, like even our older generation, most old people, you'll find that they've done this, that they've gotten. I think that's why this generation relationship is different from then, because maybe then unaweza could grow up and you can do these things with just hiding it from each other, that even the love, you get to rub out the love. And
then in the previous
like in a previous life, like you and I, if we went on with this, okay, we'd understand some things and we go on even to live until we are 70 years old, but at the end of it all, we were just living with each other because I was doing this on my own and you're doing this on your own.
I believe we see that in many relationships, just as you're talking, in fact, coincidentally about the older generations, we see that many, say, parents live together but they don't have a bond. Many of us have probably grown up seeing, there's no that sort of an affection that probably you and I have, like there's basic affection that you have, but now because you're living separate lives and you've gotten so used to it that just as you have said, you reach 70s and 80s and you're just comfortable with that life,
and you become bitter.
You become bitter. You become bitter. You literally become a bitter person. So what does Kenya have? You guys don't know if you know what Kenya has.
So on that story of men with women, you guys have understood. If your woman is still there, I've told your woman a secret that she needs to know. If you're there and she's seeing you're busy jumping on other women, just know your man is trying to validate something in him.
Let's put it this way. Every action has an equal reaction. If you're doing something, just know it's being done to you. Vice versa. If you're the man doing it, just know your woman is doing it to you. And this is just a natural life. If I'm going to be doing something behind Ian's back, 1,000,000% sure Ian is going to be doing something behind my back. And I have learned 100%. I have learned that through my experience. So same thing with a relationship, any relationship. If you're doing something behind your person's back, no 1,000,000% sure.
And funny thing, before we knew that the things I'm doing behind my back, I used to think these things, if I brought them to the table, you'd run away.
Yeah.
You get you'll find that couples are scared to talk about it because they feel like they'll run away.
Yeah, it's
true. Most of the time, you guys are already together.
It's crazy.
That's already one. You guys to sit together and be able to go through what you guys are going through separately and still be together, you'll be shocked. Just talk it out, let it out. And don't do it once. Start it slowly. Let one of you begin the conversation. Begin. So by there, we had a Pakistani talking about something. Can we talk about it?
Just as we said, it doesn't start with everything falling down at once. And the funny thing, we all go through the same things. So one of us making the step of conversating sets all of us free. If you make the step of trying to set you guys your relationship free from lies, then you will come to realize that your partner was waiting for you guys to be able to do this. Like for us, we came to realize that we're just waiting for the day we can be able to just set
each other free.
Even if it was a dream we had, we said this is a dream I had.
Yeah, so that tomorrow when you wake up, you are not, I'm not scared to look at you anymore. I'm not, most of the time, even then, we couldn't look straight into each other's eyes. You remember? Yeah, you'll find that most people are going through relationships and they can't look at each other in the eye.
You're just off. You pass through the day and you're just off. For us, we went through so many days, and I can't say I can remember what we did through those days.
Yeah, we were in a, and that's where life has no balance.
You've not told me, what does Kenya have?
Oh, Kenya has the most expensive. Hey guys, this is not even a joke. Kenya has the most expensive in the world. Like there's the other person that had the other country that had this most expensive thing
possession
was China. China. That's homework for all of us.
Welcome, Africa's vanguard. Thank you. Greetings. Yes, conversate with us. Share your views also, Africa's vanguard. We would love to hear.
We'd love to hear you.
These are just ours, but we would love to hear a second opinion to be able to teach us also something.
As we are teaching you other also couples outside there, and you know anyone who this message is getting to, we'd also love if you're a couple or like individual, share with us so that we also learn like the way we are learning together right now.
Yes, wisdom is never for granted. No wisdom is ever for granted.
So this thing that is being sold in Kenya, it the previous time it was being sold for 670 million Kenyan shillings. That's almost what? 6,000? No,
6,000.
60,000.
60,000. Yeah, 60,000.
Like that's like $60,000, or let's say $700. It was being $70,000.
Yeah,
it's being sold at $70,000. That's six. So now that was being sold then. Now it's the most expensive in Kenya, being sold at
960 million Kenyan shillings.
960 million Kenyan shillings. That's almost $100,000. It's being sold in Kenya. It's the most expensive. So guys, go and Google what is the most expensive thing in Kenya being sold at 960 million Kenyan shillings, and you'll find out that
hint. It's something to do with a singer, a famous Kenyan singer.
Female. So you can imagine, it's the most expensive thing, man. And this is Kenya, guys. Let's just take a moment and
maybe if one of you know, you can share with the rest. But imagine now when we can say, we used to have athletes, but now when we say what is Kenya famous for, it's for having the most expensive that possession.
Man, that is man, and it's too sad to imagine that the mom is the one who played that.
Go find out about
Google
what
that.
Is the most expensive thing in Kenya.
And it's being sold at 960 million Kenyan shillings.
Let us give another hint. It's being sold to men in specific.
Yeah. How would we say? How would you say? It's an open can of soda. They're selling an open can of soda at that. That's really sad for Kenyans. Imagine that's in 2023 when Kenya will be going like in history down. They'll say Kenya in 2023 they were selling the highest this. Sad Kenyans.
They will.
Sad that we're there.
So life has no balance.
Exactly, life has no balance because this same person is making money outside there.
Oh, 960 million.
Someone will buy.
960 million is just about to be added to that bank account.
Imagine.
That is already making millions.
Imagine. That's quite sad. Eh? To believe that her value is that.
To believe that we can, as Kenyans, let that happen to our own daughter as a mother is really insane. It's really
I'm saying people have dropped, they've gone to Google.
And go check and let us know.
Yeah, that's intense, that's sad.
Yeah.
Sorry for you, Maze. They've your parents have let you down.
Yeah. It's like she was being groomed for that. Anyway, you guys go see that. Yeah.
Oh, this route was cult. It's the way. What do you think about our president right now? Man, Ruto is outside there killing it, man.
One thing is
killing it.
we love that we got to see our own president engaging in things that we would engage in, like things that we would love to be a part of. And I believe that, as Mwalimu said, that is something that we must give him effort for, because he did do that. Just as we are doing the live right now, he did go and do what he was meant to do.
Man. You're a
We
big
are proud.
Hey, man, you're a big inspiration.
Yeah.
We're following.
We, as as the youth in your country, we are proud to have you as our
president. Man. You are. He's just gone. He's like those small games are really going to make a big difference.
Anyway, the more they say that, I don't know where I heard this about politicians, is the more you involve with the people, is the more you tend to really prosper in real. Forget about in that corrupt way, but in real sense, the more you spend yourself with the people, the more you tend to prosper.
Mazeka, as a Ras family, man, we give you salute, man. Our president is doing great, amazing job outside there.
Yeah, it is.
I'm proud that is our president. I'm proud that in this time that I'm building, he's the one paving the way for us to come.
Yes, and he is one president who has come from scratch. As well. He has paved his way.
He wasn't given what the other president.
Silver spoon.
Yeah, he didn't have a silver spoon. He sold chicken to be the president.
And imagine still he does sell eggs, so
big
hustle always. He's a hustler president, yeah. Anyway, kudos there.
Yeah, that's a good
Turn your enemy to a friend. What do you think of that?
Yeah, man. All my enemies, guys, come. Let's combine and make this thing happen. So
Buddha Cup Fit says, your worst enemy could be your best friend.
Yeah.
And your best friend, your worst enemy. So your enemy tends to be someone who tells you the truth. You tend to take them as the enemy. Ama? Like for these content creators, Mwalimu is an enemy because he puts the truth out.
Yeah. You're my enemy.
Yeah, that's it. You're my enemy because you always tell me the truth. And
because I keep you close.
Yeah. Keep your enemies close.
Keep your enemies close, so you're my enemy.
Yeah.
You're my enemy and I keep you close. Yeah. Anyway, enemy, what is enemy? You know?
No, that's what I'm saying. We tend to put enemy to this thing, that someone who tells us the truth.
Someone who critiques you in the right way.
Who critiques you. That's your enemy.
Yeah. Today we've had a really, really beautiful conversation.
Oh, we've had a nice hype conversation. Allow the young ones to have fun. What do you think
about that? Come on, guys. Allow us to have fun. Allow the young ones to have fun.
But what kind of fun?
You know, fun of building.
I believe now
in fact, every fun, man.
Us as young ones, we tend to really mistake things like YOLO. You only have one life, or have fun in your youth. We think they say have fun like go party. We tend to waste our youth partying, drinking alcohol, indulging. Then we reach 30s and we've not achieved anything. They mean have fun means go and use your creativity. That is having fun. You know, using your creativity. You are more building yourself, and you can only prosper when you're building yourself. And you can only build yourself when you're engaging your mind. Prospering,
you can only build yourself when you're prospering.
Yeah, so it depends on the sort of fun we take as young ones, as 20 years old, young ones.
Man, but guys, allow us to have fun. You know, people, like, the world has become so hard on the youth, man. It's become so hard. The world is not realizing it's losing the youth. If the youth are not tough in this generation, man, you're dead. Dead and buried.
So isn't that why we're saying like people like our president are trying to now
exactly.
They're trying to come
exactly.
Yeah.
He's trying to give the youth the chance to have fun.
Yeah. And have fun while building yourself.
You know, actually in the Bible it's been written that let the youth enjoy their youth.
Yeah.
You know, and actually we mistaken that YOLO.
Yeah.
When we were back in high school, we used to say YOLO. You're the Y-O-L-E.
You only live once.
You only live once. We used to think that, okay, let me go and jump off a bridge or let me go and drink and have sex with 100 women because I only live once. But actually is put the effort because you only have one life.
Like this guy coming and telling us the repercussion of ABC is death. But who has tuned your mind like that? Everyone is going to die. How can someone come and fool you that if you're going to take those tough decisions of thinking from your mind, your repercussion is going to be death? You understand? That's how many people tend to mistake, us as young, we tend to mistake YOLO.
YOLO is one of the most how would you say, like
misplaced,
man. I think as youth, even us when you're growing up, we really misunderstood.
Hey, YOLO was when you were partying. And when New Year, that is when we used to say YOLO. Right now is when it's YOLO. When you know,
you only
if yesterday you missed your life, today literally. Today your whole day is going to go thinking, man, what did I do? Why did I just show up on my life? Man. So if you're going to be busy in your 20s to your 30s, that is why I say suffering. Suffering is sacrificing that
that is perfect. You only live once, so sacrifice your 20s.
Yeah,
20s. Because you only live once, you won't get 20s ever. Man, guys, I'm telling you, ask the 30-year-olds who are sad.
Yeah, trust, because at this age, and knowing that we can build, and knowing that we already feel like time is already running out. So you can imagine when you've hit your 30s. Now, how do you start feeling when you've hit your 30s?
I'm telling you, there's so many of our brothers and sisters outside that they've hit 30s, and it's when they are realizing. Imagine what we're talking about is when they're learning now.
Yeah.
In this live stream is when they're like, oh yeah, yeah. But that's why we're here anyway.
Yeah, we're here to
and experiences are different. You might be 30, you have a different experience.
So I read a comment that said, age doesn't matter, but experience does.
Exactly.
You can be as old, but if you don't have experience, then you don't have wisdom of that experience.
And these experiences, by the way, you have to choose them. A hard experience, no one will. Normally, anything hard will protect you from it.
Yeah.
If even my kids, when they tell me they want to do something risky, I'll try to protect them. Then let them go.
Yeah, it's like when you reach a cliff, someone won't let you jump and fly. They'll tell you you're going to fall. They'll try to weaken you at that point, and that is the point you need to shut your ears off and take your leap of faith. And leap of faith doesn't mean literally go and jump off a bridge and say that's my leap of faith. No. Leap of faith is
you as a couple watching this video. After it, sit down, discuss, talk about that. What we
elephant in the room.
Yeah, talk about that elephant in the room. That is a jumping, guys. Jump. And if Aaniqa wasn't going to accept my demons, then Aaniqa wasn't meant for me.
Trust, you tend to love your person so much when you know them inside out. When you know that this is someone you can trust, then you will give your life, and that is how we need to live life. You have so much love that you don't have to disperse it. You just give it to your person and you prosper your relationship.
And 99% of the time, guys, 99%, when you share it, that's once immediately you share that elephant in the room, you guys are sorted for life, man.
And let's promise you one thing, it's really tough. It's not an easy process to let go of your luggages. It's difficult. For us, it's been tough. We've fought on roads, we've walked out on each other, we've had it nasty.
There's a time Aaniqa had parked, she was on the road. I went because it was us letting out these things, she had parked, and it's not that it was one of the worst things or anything like that, but
it was tough in then. You can imagine then when you have no hope, you're still a lost soul and you're trying to recoup yourself.
It was tough, guys, man.
Yeah, we've had tough nights, we've had tough days, and we've had tough years of this going on because it's years of damage you have done. So you have to give back the years to clear it back, then you can now give your years into building yourself.
The truth is, you too have to go through hell and back. I'm not lying to you guys. I'm not lying. You have to go through hell. If you've not gone through hell, and hell, I'm not talking about poverty. Hell, I'm not talking about you guys like fight.
Suffering.
No, hell is, okay, Aaniqa, we're going into the flames.
And
are you ready?
Flames.
And we go and we get burnt and we come out winners.
Trust, it's painful to a sense that there is certain experiences we are not sharing, but it is painful to get rid of your burdens to your partner. One thing you must also do is Ian had to accept to let me take in what he's telling me. I had to accept Ian to take in what I am telling him because I know this is the damage I have caused. So do that, communicate, and then give time. There's always this saying that what's yours will always come back. Trust that. What is yours will always come back.
Let me do this and make it easy for you guys who are watching. You as the man, do this. You are the man. You are the man. Now start that conversation, bro. Ask your woman, or don't ask her, tell her.
Tell her is better.
Tell her. Tell her you're the man, bro. Don't sit there and be a sim. Tell her, okay, Aaniqa, man, I've watched ABC,
Yeah.
I've done
I've done
ABC.
ABC.
Be a man, and once you clear it out, you know the thing about lying is you'll always keep lying, man. You'll always keep lying the rest
Lies
of your
keep
life.
piling up.
Yeah.
You must lie the next lie to cover today's lie, then to cover tomorrow's lie. It will always add up.
And tell her and give her time. Tell her and give her time to let it sink in, and with time, even I she'll start letting it out. And one thing that it will promise you guys, you'll go through the toughest period that time, but remember,
It will
man,
keep you
man, you
strong.
guys need mushkiliani.
Yeah.
You guys need to
Tight.
hold on to each other, because this is the time.
Yeah.
And this is the time that you guys need to prove to each other. I need to prove to Aaniqa that I'm here now.
Yeah.
It's when they say it's when we are getting married, they say for better or for worse.
That's it. When your bubble of love is busted, that is when now you're tested with if you're going to last through or not.
Now, when you see the ugly truth that comes with every relationship, you having to deal with the demons that I having to deal with the demons of Aaniqa, and saying, okay.
You become so strong that now as a couple you are able to take on fears, things that scare you. Now you go out into the world as one strength.
You become one.
You don't go, that is one weakness we had. When we went out into the world as two different strengths, then someone could come and put a crack in between us.
Easy.
But when we go out as one strength, when I know Ian and Ian knows me, then we don't go outside with a doubt. We know. No one else will come and shake what we know. Yeah?
And as we've gotten to a point now that even just Aaniqa saying hi to another guy in Alaska, so you're saying hi to that guy, what was happening?
Yeah.
I wouldn't pretend like that didn't happen.
That's it.
Yeah, I will not pretend like that. Bro, don't be a man who's scared.
And you see, this doesn't happen like by force. It comes to a point that literally every little thing becomes like how we say a fart is. You just want to say it. You'll just say so and so, such and such happened. So and so, I heard him say something. Even if you hear something happening on the road, you'll come back and say, I heard this happening on the road. It just becomes you. You become a clean person. At least have your one person who knows everything about you. Then you live a free life.
Do you think in our generation a conversation like masturbation is a must? They should have that conversation in our because our earlier parents already doing it.
That's
so
it.
Definitely our generation is there is no one, I think, right now, Aaniqa, we can say that has not watched pornography.
Yeah, that's it. That's why I said that this is a stage. Just like puberty, it's something that as male and women, as boys and girls, all of us go through. And yes, it is very necessary. Even as parents, if not in schools, as even parents, in fact, as parents is the best way. As parents, if you can keep such a community, sometimes it seems so intense, but if such a thing can be conversated between you and your child, then these are not words that scare a child when they go out into the world. Can harm in such and such a way. Even if they are to say get an experience of it, they will tend to realize, like how we, because there's something somewhere earlier had tend to tell us what pornography is. We came to realize, okay, yes, that thing adds up. Now we realize this is a bad thing. Like that.
And let these be some of the moments for you then to realize that. Realize that things like pornography. Try this as a man. Turn to your woman and say pornography with a P 10 times. Say masturbation 10 times. See how the blood boils. I'm telling you guys, when I used to participate in those things, even the word pornography, feel my blood boiling. And there's the adrenaline that you get from that shit is what I get now from just even being here with you.
Just sitting. We go out, just as we say now, when you play with your creativity, when we go out, we record, we have crazy, beautiful times that even we ourselves, we get to go to places that we wouldn't otherwise have gone in another time. We would hide ourselves because of indulging in such things, yeah?
And one thing that also helped us come out of it so much is you don't want me to be masturbating alone and like doing things like that alone. So because you don't want that for me, you don't want that for me as well.
Yeah.
You don't want that from me and you don't want that for me. You see,
yeah.
So with time we because I also don't want that for you and I don't want that
for yourself.
Yeah. Even. So I began now, okay, I'm doing this. okay, it's happening now, stop now. You
I
know?
will always repeat this one saying of love. What love is. Love in a relationship, in a couple, is never what your partner brings to you. As an individual, love is what you bring. So you can never be an empty cup and come and fill your partner's cup. And a cup that is not clean is always going to be an empty cup. You have to keep pouring the water till it's clean. Yeah. So you must first tend to seek your happiness. Remember that Ian is not responsible for me being okay the whole day. I must bring my energy for your energy to meet it. If I bring to you a down energy naturally, like how you say about energy, naturally you tend to take that bad energy and you say, I don't want that.
Imagine waking up in the morning and you're low. You're low because, oh yeah, you've not made me laugh, now I won't laugh.
I'm shouting, like I've just woken up. I've seen that, like I've just woken up shouting already, like I'm already tired with the day, you know, things like that.
But now that we are getting to realize this thing as young people and growing up, is we tend to realize if I come laughing, you come laughing.
Yeah.
But if I come sad, then you come sad.
Yeah.
So definitely, I fill my cup so that I can be able to.
You can pour into my cup and vice versa.
That's how relationships work. Today, imekuwa heated topic.
Conversation,
Very nice conversation.
We've enjoyed it very much.
Yeah, as we end it, toa ndugu, toa dada, ulicho nacho, toa yote. Just guys.
Hata kama ni like.
Man, just contribute. Make sure you're offering for. Man, it will inspire.
Maybe in the next live, you guys let us know what you're thinking. You've been cheekily quiet and just listening today. You guys are just listening.
Yeah, today has been intense. Today is those conversations that people go back into their mind. You know,
amazing conversation.
Pornography is not something that people talk about.
It's hard.
Masturbation is not. You know, you ask so many people, they'll say they've never talked about masturbation in their relationship.
I personally always wanted to be at a stage that I can just come and openly be able to tell a younger me about pornography and its disadvantages and how you can tend to realize where you're going down the spiral. I really seeked that confidence within myself. So just know that it's a confidence that comes over time. Even as for us, we say we're learning every day. It's a confidence that you build over time till one day you don't even realize these things become a backstory.
And as a man, one of the best things that happened to me when I stopped watching pornography, I stopped masturbating, is I became the only man, bro, in the entire world who doesn't masturbate and doesn't watch pornography. So be the other one man in the entire world who doesn't do that.
Now there's where the no need of validation from others comes in. When you know that you are the only one that has figured your life out, then you don't need someone else to come and tell you you're doing great. You know you're doing great. And just know you are doing great. No one needs to tell you you're doing great. Just keep doing your thing. So long as you know you're doing it the right way, just keep doing it. Other people don't have to know it's the right way, but you yourself, you know what is right and what is not so.
Big up
on that.
So remember, we love you guys. Remember to contribute your offering by liking the video, and there's a super chat there. Do something.
Fanya hiyo kitu. I don't know, all Kenyans have just got to take it that one. Fanya hiyo kitu. Oh yeah, and don't be here judging.
Hey, Kwanza, you have just seen you right now. You're judging.
Don't judge us.
Judging.
Yeah, we just judge that thought. Don't be here judging us. We are here sharing our little knowledge.
And
don't be here judging.
No.
Yeah.
We see you judge. Take it to the courtroom.
Take it to the court. Here is a rasta. No judgment.
Peleka mahakamani judgment.
Peace. Yeah, today just wanted to listen. Okay, DJ Elmo, thank you for being here with us. It's raining right now again. It started raining.
Yeah, man. Peace, love, and unity to all of you.
Peace.
Guys, let's give it 1 more minute. It gets to 1 hour.
And then let us, in that 1 minute, let us remind ourselves what peace is. Proper education always corrects errors.
Yeah, guys, that's our secret. So whenever we meet on the road and we say peace, we know what it means. Okay?
We say like this.
Peace. Peace. That's like our secret code. These people surely know, like the way the Illuminati is. That's our secret. Peace.
Rakistani. This is the Rakistani. Illuminati, the Rakistani.
Peace.
Peace.
So it's proper education always corrects error.
Go to heart with
Bigger.
that. That is a big wisdom DJ was shared with us.
Yeah.
Proper education always corrects error. That is why probably sometimes when people make a mistake, they say what? Peace.
Peace.
We understand we've made an error and we are correcting it.
Yeah, and if we've made an error to this, peace.